We gotta talk about them.
Just different personalities, but they all have one thing in common. They're greedy, hence the name Greed.
Yeah, they all have a very unique way on their how they create monsters. I mean, let's see, like they're basically Uva will like throw. Actually, Uva, Kazari, and Mazul can throw medals into people's heads, and they'll just get more medals in terms of their how greedy the people are. Where Gamel is different. He just throws a medal into his own head and doesn't get any medals at all. I mean, he's like probably the least selfish one in the group. He doesn't really think about himself. All he really thinks about is Mazul. And then, we got to see Ankh. We got to see Ankh's true form.
Oh yeah, late warning. There might be some spoilers here on the Tokusatsu Corner, so if you haven't caught up, go watch them, then listen to our show. Continue.
We got to see him without his right arm, or the right side of his face, actually. Kind of odd, but it was pretty cool. But yeah, he has like the same way of, making people, throw people in metal's heads or whatever. Yeah, I wish I was more prepared than this, but that'll probably be next episode. I'm sure there'll be more about the greeds. I mean, you could probably keep up with this a little bit more than me. Yeah. What do you think?
I like the greeds, but I also like the other characters, being Eiji, our hero.
Oh, the least selfish person.
He's just such a big goofball, and yet you can't help but to love him. He's such a funny character. He's such a good character.
And then there's Hina. Oh god, what was her full name? God damn.
Yeah, Hina, the very adorable Hina, mind you.
Hina-chan. She's got super strength. Oh my god. And then we have Ankh's body, or just Ankh just looks like a douchebag. He just looks like that douche that you see on like in the gang or something. Like, oh, he's gonna be in Yakuza or something. But that's just him changing stuff up with his human body that he needs to use until he can get his own body back. Anything more from you?
Well, we could talk about Kamen Rider O's throughout this whole show, but we should move on to little
Gokaiger!
Not yet, but some more O's news. Tajadoru. Its theme song, Time Judged All, has been leaked onto YouTube, the full version, and a link will be in the description.
If they haven't already taken it down.
Yeah, all the links to all the stories and videos that we mentioned will be down in the description, and any other stuff that we forget to mention on the show will be added. But the full-length song is sung by both the actors who play Eiji and Ankh. And also, what can you say is your favorite combo theme?
My favorite combo theme? We got a lot of good ones, but my favorite one would... Are we talking about for just O's, or are we talking about Birth?
Just O's. Like, you have to choose one.
My favorite one, I think, has to be Power to Tear. It's not because it's the latest one, it's the one that sounds the most badass. It's very dark, because, apparently he loses control of his metals sometimes, so it's like, I'm gonna kill everything in sight! And it's so dark, it's so gritty, it's awesome, it's probably my favorite one.
I have a really tough decision, because I loved Sagozo's theme. I still love Sagozo's theme, but I listened to Shaota's theme a few weeks back, and Shout Out, and that's my new favorite theme. And
it's actually Shout Out and Sun Goes Up.
and you could tell they sound similar to their combo names, Shauta and Sadozo.
Gotta keep it real. Gotta kiribá.
Right on right time, Ratorata.
Tazadaru, Tanda Jojo, Power to Tear, Shout Out, and all this.
And
I want to hear Kuraka Wanis.
And all these songs can be for yours to own on July 27th when the CD with the DVD will be released out in Japan. It ships internationally. We'll have a link in the description so that you could buy it legally and support this awesome franchise.
Oh man. What next? What should we talk about next?
Now we should move on to Gokaiger.
Yeah, I'm getting the toys soon.
And
oh God.
Actually, for those of you who live in Japan and are listening to this for some reason, I don't know why, there's a Gokaiger app for the Android.
Ooh, tell me more.
And actually, it's available on Japanese iTunes as well for your Japanese iPhone.
Cool.
Now, I don't know if they could be downloaded onto American Androids. If I find something out, I'll post something right here. But this just seems really cool. Like, if you can't get a Mobirate, since they're ridiculously popular, you can just...
I'm getting a Mobirate in August.
You can just download this app, and you'll have access to all the different Ranger keys, and you get to transform using your phone.
Oh, that's gonna be cool. I just realized something, and actually no, I didn't just realize it, but I've been talking about this with Nathan and Samurai and Chikado and stuff. I'm thinking if Saban actually takes the Gokaiger, takes up Gokaiger, this is gonna have the most original footage we've ever seen. I think. Did you say that, Nathan?
Yeah, because.
Yeah, because it's very. We only started in with a Zoo Ranger, as opposed to Go Ranger, and as cool as everything else behind it is, it should be cool. It's been on the air for a long time, but we haven't gotten that far back, so we have to like start from scratch basically in terms of footage. Besides, what was it? What was the other one that had a lot of original footage?
Mighty Morphin, seasons 2 and 3.
Also, Power Rangers Rescue.
Lightspeed Rescue because of the Titanium Ranger, as well as Jungle Fury with the 3 additional Rangers that they added.
True enough. Anyway, actually getting onto Gokaiger is the term instead of Saban, the would-be Saban Gokaiger. What can we say about Gokaiger itself?
Gokaiger is awesome. It's a really amazing series, and it's barely going to be 20 episodes in, and I have fallen in love with the series.
Yeah, I did a power run because I kind of stopped watching it at 10, but I watched it from 1 till the current one because I like to just go hammer them all in as opposed to waiting for each episode. But so far, I love all of it. Just the story, the characters, their individual, like they all have something different about them behind their past. It's amazing. And then we see the the single red pirate ranger, or the first one. Am I right? With Captain Marvelous and his arch rival, and then there was just the Red Ranger himself.
Aka Red, yeah.
Aka Red, yeah. And then he just looked amazing. Just, oh my god. I mean, obviously, he's kind of promoting the show within the show. 35V. Yeah, but he was amazing despite that. It was just can't really say much more than that. It's incredible.
You took the words right out of my mouth, basically.
You can't really describe him any other way than that. The big collar I thought was like, who's this asshole? But then I'm like, oh, it looks cool now. I didn't think it was going to be cool, but I didn't think it was going to be cool as it was going to be, but I was wrong. Dead wrong. It begs the question, where are they going to go with this? Because what comes after this? How do you top taking every Power Ranger from the past and giving it all to these guys? What's after this?
I don't know. They gotta top it somehow.
Oh my god. This will be good.
I think I was actually a little scared at first when I heard about Gokaiger being an anniversary series, basically.
Because we all know what happened with Decade.
Yeah, and Foes isn't turning out all that great.
Yeah. But, God, were we dead wrong. Just the very first episode. The very first one. That you just see every single Sentai Ranger. And they're all fighting spaceships. How amazing is that? Oh my god, the footage is just, oh my god, like missiles, like Power Ranger missiles. It's amazing. I actually, you know what? There is one episode I have to say I was really disappointed with, and that was the Shinkenger episode. I thought they copped out on that one for the Red Ranger, the girl Red Ranger.
Why? Because she's a girl?
No, it's just that they didn't have anyone else. I wouldn't have had a problem if it was her and like one of the other Rangers, but it was just her. Oh, and she was only in like, what, 3 episodes or something, and we didn't really get to know her that well.
Yeah, but other than that, I liked that episode because it...
You get to see the Shinkenger costumes again. It was awesome for the Gokaigers.
That, and you got to get a look at Joe's past.
Oh, God, yeah, that was...
Which was
dark.
Which was really fucked up.
That was really dark. Like, oh, we gotta kill children. I'm like, granted, I don't have a problem with it in these kinds of series. But it was pretty dark. I mean, darker than any other Ranger series that I've seen, besides Deca. Deca Ranger's probably more fucked up than that because they're just turning children into robots. Essentially Terminator, but we're not on Deca Ranger today. We're on Gokaiger, and it's amazing on how awesome these episodes are turning out. And the Silver Ranger, oh my god, the Silver Ranger was incredibly goofy. Kind of took the place of the Green Ranger.
He reminds me of the Gold Ranger in Shinkenger being the goofy.
Yeah.
And he's a Sentai otaku at that.
He keeps up with everything Power Ranger. I want to be a Power Ranger. Like, apparently they're like, all right, we've seen every other Power Ranger. I didn't know they actually existed. It's a comic book, but nope.